Hi Aries, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watchers are always welcome in any of my videos. So we are going to ask my spirit guides today for love's hidden truths. What is out there that you don't know? What is being hidden from you? What could be being kept from you? Anything that spirit wants you to know. So let's get started. Let's call in our spirit guides. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages that you have, any hidden truths that we need to know. Someone on our mind, something coming towards us. What is it that we need to know? I am listening for you now. I have hold on, take my hand. Okay, so a little bit of I've got you. Okay, so the person who comes into your life and says, you're not alone. You know, I've got you. I've got your back, or I'm not going anywhere. Maybe that's something that we've been struggling with. Spirit, please share with me. I have a performance. Putting on a show. Is this just a show, or do they really want in? Do they really want to be in a committed relationship? Or are they just trying to seduce me? You know, sometimes people do a lot of work in the front end just to try to hook you. And then once you're hooked, you know, they kind of stop putting in the effort. I have a no. Okay. So what's the no about, Spirit? I have a declaration of love. No, they're not putting on a show. Okay, so they are declaring their love. I like that. I have a lot of winter energy in that card also. So there's a sense of over the winter, more and more will be revealed to me. I have a disappearing act. I'm going to say that there was probably some energy that has gone on with coming and going, okay, that you probably were, I don't want to say walking on eggshells, because I would hate to think that you feel that way about anybody, but uncertain, not knowing, you know, they're in one day, they're out the next, they're not really declaring their love one way or another. So is the hidden secret that there's deeper feelings here than you know, and they haven't come to the surface, and this feeling of going back and forth. I have a commitment. I feel like the bottom of the deck I have blinded, which is interesting because it was almost, I said, why blinded, Spirit? And Spirit said, almost like blindsided. Blindsided by someone who wants to commit, that you didn't see it coming, that maybe that's the truth, that the hidden truth, but blindsided by a commitment, you know, that maybe you thought it was going in a different direction. Maybe you thought they're pulling back and we're struggling. We're not really, I don't know where it's going. Lucky in love. I'm going to go with this blindsided energy, that either this person picks up on the fact that they're lucky to have you, that, you know, it's always the person who thinks the grass is greener on the other side. But there's that one person who says, I'm not going to find anything better than you. You know, who am I kidding? You know, I got like this perfect person. I got this amazing person in front of me. Why would I keep looking? You know, so I think that that's what happened. It's almost this kind of epiphany of, it's right in front of me. Are they blindsided by their feelings? Maybe something hits them or strikes them. Maybe the thought of losing you, you know, or just thinking one day, like you haven't even done anything to make them think you would lose them. But if their mind started wandering and they started to think, you know, what would it feel like if I were to lose my person right now? And they got very upset about that. So part of me feels like that would be like the wake up call. That would be when I realized that I would be really upset, when I realized that I would be really hurt, then what would I do? I think that this person is, I want to say waking up to this love. I'll say it that way. Okay, maybe that's the hidden truth. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 3 of Wands. These 2 cards are one. They're thick. Okay. 3 of Wands. This person is going to let you know I want to move forward. This person is definitely going to, they're saying a 180. They're turning around. It was almost as if you felt like they were going in the other direction. Like you thought maybe they didn't want to do this anymore, or that's not really what they wanted. I feel that a Knight of Cups, they've really fallen for you. And I think that in their, quiet of their mind, they may have asked themselves, what would I feel like if she walked away from me right now? And maybe it scared the shit out of them. Maybe they said, I would be devastated. I would be really hurt. And so that was their feeling of, oh my God, I guess I really do care about this person. I really do have feelings. They're saying deep romantic feelings. So this feels very, very romantic to me. This feels that I've never been loved. The person who comes into your life that no one has ever loved me the way that you're loving me. Nobody has ever loved me as deeply. Okay. And deeply romantic energy, deep love. And nobody has ever cared about me the way that you're showing you care about me. So I feel like it's going to get better and better just from the moment I said, take my hand and I'm not going anywhere. So whatever you guys have been through, I'm going to say it's past. I think this person is ready to commit. Yay. Okay, let's celebrate. Somebody who is, I've been hoping that it would go that way because I've never been loved this way. I've never been, anybody made me feel this way before. They don't want, they're sharing with me that they can't find anything better than you. 2 of Wands, all they think about is the future with you. So I feel like you've got somebody who is, I guess something just hit them, something very emotional just hit them. And they really did realize that there isn't anything better than you. You're the best thing that ever happened to me is probably what's going through their head. I don't want to lose you. I had the number 21 and it's all these mountains, but it did come into me as kind of obstacles or climbing any mountain, whatever it takes, I will, I'll do, so that's the person I feel like I'm in it for the long run. One step at a time, I'll climb any mountain. I have a wishing well, the number 41. So wishes do come true. It is a sense of you're better than what I wish for. I've been hoping for somebody like you, and now you're here. So, and sometimes in the beginning of those types of relationships, you feel somebody pulling away and you get very confused and you say, why is this person backing off? Because they're trying to feel their feelings. And they're trying to get some answers. So they, especially divine masculine, they need that energy to be alone to, I guess, prove to themselves or test themselves, as to what they're feeling. I have this book with this kind of clock energy, like a lock. It looks like a clock and a book. I'm going to say the test of time. Like we're ready to write our own story. And I feel like it's, divine timing, or this is our story. It's our time. It's things like that. But I'm ready to open up this new chapter in my life. And this is something big for both of us. It's going to be a turning point. for both of you. And we both are in agreement. We both want it, is how I feel. Yeah, look at all these clocks. Yeah. It's the number 37. It's coming into me as, all right, I'm going to say the moment time stood still is how it came in when this person reveals their feelings. I feel like, what? And I also feel like I have put in a lot of time. I have put in a lot of energy to this person because it has it has everything from a cuckoo clock to an hourglass, so it has just all these different time measuring, things, different clocks. But it's the bottom line is I've put a lot of energy into this person, and not that I expect to have, that confirmation or that commitment, but it would be nice because I've got a lot invested into this person. I do feel that way. Time to choose, the number 22. You've got 2 staircases and 2 doorways. And we're going to choose. We're going to choose this one doorway that is opening up to this future, it looks like. One's kind of morning and one's kind of night. And I feel like we're both going to walk up and go through the same door. I just felt like we both pick the same side and we both walk up that staircase together. And we are ready to walk through that door together. So the hidden secret could be that this person's ready to commit. And there is kind of an expectation that someday this person would. But I think something happened that made them afraid that they could lose you. And it doesn't mean that you did anything bad. It doesn't mean a third party. It could be just thoughts in their head that pass through their mind. And that's when they realized, I really have a good thing here and I would never find anything better than you. So they're not even going to look. They are grateful. They feel lucky. Let's see what some loving messages are. Even though we're not together, I still have feelings for you. So for some of you, it could be a past. It could be somebody that possibly wants to come back, try to come back. I'm not yours and you're not mine. So I'm going to put that in the past. I'm going to put that you've got somebody in the past that we struggled, and I just don't feel like I'm moving forward with that person. I want to ask your forgiveness. Yeah, you have somebody that a little bit of I'm pining over you, and that's not what we have. That isn't where we're headed. I've got somebody who's realizing you're the best thing that's ever happened to them. So maybe that past thinks that. I don't know how to express my love, so I keep it inside. We have a lot of time into this person. I did feel like we had a lot of romantic energy earlier. This person, nobody has ever loved me as deeply is how I felt. So I do know that this person really does love me. There is a sense of we've gone through a lot. Okay, they're saying we've traveled together. We've traveled the distance. So I'm going to say we've gone through a lot already together, even if you've only been together for a relatively short period of time. It's a sense of a lot of different things have happened in a short period of time. We could have had deaths in our families. We could have had major changes in our lives that we experienced together, even within the first couple of years being with somebody. And it's just cemented our relationship because we went through it together somehow. But maybe this person hasn't been the best at expressing their feelings other than showing up and being there. I will be calling you soon. Okay. I feel like they're consistent with talking to you. I always like when that card kind of comes in and and you're watching this video and your person text messages you while you're watching this video and you're like, that's crazy. Somebody, so that happens to people. My mind is telling me no, but my heart is telling me yes. Maybe they thought they were going to hold off on commitment for a while. You know, like I have my reasons. Sometimes people have these like things in their head. Been there, done that. I'll never get married again. I'm not getting married till a certain age. I'm not getting married till I make a certain amount. You know, sometimes people have these, you know, crazy things in their head, and then the right one comes along and those things just go out the window. But I think this person's following their heart. I can't picture my life without you. That is exactly what has happened. Something has triggered them where they were alone. They gave it some thought. It crossed their mind. They probably welled up and had tears in their eyes that if I lost you today, I would be devastated. And that answered the question for them that they want to spend the rest of their life with you. I'm going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you. Hit that like and subscribe button. Ring the bell. Comment below. Claim it. It's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. I have 2 other YouTube channels. I have a pick a card channel and I have a twin flame channel, and you may enjoy those readings as well. And the link is in the description. I think this is great. I think it's a new chapter in your life. And I think this person has finally woken up to their true feelings. So we're going to put this out and ask Spirit to guide you to this now. We'll see you soon.